Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Melbourne Metro Recap Show. Now, I had a bit of echo there. So, joined tonight by my co-host with a head made for radio, and finally on the winners list, Anthony Witkowski. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, mate, good. And if I remember correctly, I believe you were also on the winners list, mate.
Yes, mate. Finally on the winners list.
Beautiful,
Finally,
mate.
had, as you know, 2 losses by 1 shot each. And then what do? We win a game.
Let me guess.
Yeah, go on.
Got up by a shot.
Got up by a shot.
Beautiful. Very, very good, mate. It's nice to get the monkey off the back, isn't it?
Oh, tell me about it. I was thinking I would not win a game in a Croydon shirt, but finally, no, it's worked. Very happy.
It could be just smooth sailing from here onwards, hopefully, mate.
Mate, we hope so. We hope so. Now, I will leave your results until Division 1. So, we've had a bit of a fragmented week again, to say the least. But I think now that it's all over and done with, I think we're on a level playing field. I think everyone's up to round 4 this coming weekend.
Yeah, I believe so, mate. I think there was a game in Div 1, Section 1 as well that had to be played to make up for round 1. So I think we're all back to round 4 from this Saturday onwards, which will be nice. So,
yep. Now, one thing I'm
looking back and forth and forwards and sidewards, we're all back up to round 4. So it's very nice.
I did think about how many games are actually played in Premier League. It's only 14 this year.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's the same.
Okay, it was 18 last year, wasn't it?
No, it was 14 last year as well.
Was it?
Yep.
Shows how much attention I paid to Premier League last year.
No, it's good, mate. Nice, quick, and it's a good amount. I think 18 was starting to probably push it a little bit for time and for before we pushed into winter sports. So I think the 14's good, mate. We get a bit better break over the Christmas period, which is pretty nice nowadays.
Yeah, it is. It is. So good weather on Saturday for once.
Oh, super, wasn't it? We had the twilight, mate, and it was still nice and muggy.
You got twilight. Yep. We'll get to that. So we'll firstly have a look at So what are we doing? We're doing round 2 for Premier League.
That's the one, mate. That was all on Saturday or Friday nights. They would have been.
It was. Now, this was the game showed on Facebook, YouTube. Deer Park versus Yarraville at Yarraville. 70 shots to 86 to Deer Park with 3 rinks up. So
yeah, it was at one stage it was looking like it could have been a real nail biter, but Deer Park boys showed their class, mate. They extended in the last sort of probably 10 ends overall, mate, and I guess 16 shots is pretty comfortable win in the end.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's quite handy in the end. So
yeah,
Moonee Valley. Go on.
I was going to say, and it's a fair rivalry, that one. They're both out in the west, so they're it's bragging rights. So Deer Park boys will be pretty happy to win that one.
Yep, no, for sure. Next one up's Moonee Valley Bundoora at Moonee Valley. Moonee Valley got over the line comfortably, 95 to 76, 3 rinks up.
I think that was a pretty similar story. I think they really put the foot down the last, say, 15 to 20 ends and pulled away and got the 3 rinks. So they're travelling pretty nicely, the old Valley boys.
They are. Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yes.
Essendon Altona versus at Essendon Altona got over the line 71-67 with 3 rinks up.
Altona only had the 1 rink up. Sorry.
Sorry, I can't read points properly.
Yeah, Nathan Wilson's rink got up by I think it was about 11, and got him over the line. So another tight game in Prem.
And actually, we're missing someone tonight, aren't we, Unch?
I'm not saying a word, pal. I'm not saying a word.
I spoke to
said person. Watching Toddy, I feel for you, brother. But as you know, mate,
I spoke to said person before. He's having a week off because he's had a big weekend and not a very happy weekend.
No, it was
Melbourne Clayton. Good. Yeah, Melbourne Clayton at Clayton on the Saturday. Melbourne got up 116 to 61, all 4 rinks up.
Yeah, it's you just got to, I guess you probably just got to mark that down for the boys at Clayton. They just got to mark it down for, hey, it's happened. We got to just leave it where it is, mate, and leave it behind us and move on.
I think so. I think that's the only way you can look at it.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
Like they say in basketball, because I'm an avid Lakers fan, hence the colours.
Yes.
And they sort of say, hey, if we're going to watch the video, you watch it once and leave it alone.
Yeah, but it's one of those ones you probably want to leave it as far back as you can, but there's something to take out of every game. There's if they can take the smallest little thing out of it or one thing out of it that's going to help them for the rest of the season, well, that's good. It's a positive out of it, but the rest of it, just in it. Don't worry about it. Move on.
Yeah, no, exactly right. So then we moved on to round 3, which was played at Bendigo. So.
And I must say, for a viewer's point of view, not that I watched a lot of it, but to have a couple of games on the Sunday was actually it was good. As I've said the last couple of weeks, I wouldn't have liked to been going up there and doing it, but to be sitting at home and being able to watch it and that it looked fantastic. It really did. It was nice to have a couple of games on that you could tune into whenever you sort of had a spare 5 minutes. So
yep.
I think in the end it was. It sounds like it was a pretty good thing. Most of the blokes up there all gave it a bit of a thumbs up, and I guess it's a night away, I guess, from the missus and the kids for some of them. So well done to Bowls Vic in the end. It did look good in the end.
Some people like their missus and their kids, mate.
I'm sure they do, mate, but they also like a little time away from them. And if they're saying that they don't, they're lying.
Yeah, well, okay, won't go there. But anyway, so look, I felt for the guys that had to play on the Saturday. Yarraville, Deer Park, Moonee Valley, Bundoora all played the Friday night. Essendon, Altona, Clayton, Melbourne played on the Saturday. So they literally had to finish their game, jump straight in the car. If they did that, I know Clayton did. Jump straight in the car, headed up to Bendigo. And especially for Clayton, and who was the other lot? I'm just having a look. I think it was only Clayton. Oh, no, Clayton and Essendon.
Yeah, Essendon was, yep.
Essendon was the other one. They had to start at 10 o'clock in the morning. So, tough gig.
It didn't affect Essendon, that's for sure. So,
no.
It's it is what it is, mate. It's a luck of the draw, and I guess I think it's going to be here to stay. I don't think it's going to be going anywhere. There might be retinkering and stuff, but as I said, it looked good on the live stream. So, as I said, all reports, it sounds like most of the players were pretty happy with it. So if that's the case, then 2 thumbs up to them.
Yeah, good. Do it. I think, like you said, bit of tweaking, but I think, for sure. Do it again next year.
It's all about promoting it, isn't it, mate? Promote the game, It's not too often that Metro's gone up to the country to play a round of our season. So it's something new. It's something that the Bolsvik's trying. And as I said, I wouldn't want to be playing, which I wasn't, which was good.
Yep.
No, I think it'll be onwards and upwards.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Now, the show rink for the weekend. So we'll get to the actual results. Hang on, if I stop clicking so many buttons. So Essendon ended up getting over the line against Bundoora 81-67 with 3 rinks up.
Yeah, big result too. Big result.
And I did watch a fair bit of the live stream. Gary Kelly and Matthew Flapper. Geez, wasn't that a game to watch? I think they ended up killing 5 ends.
Oh, they're both, they're both big boys, and Matty can just, mate, he scares me when he lets one go. Like it's just quick.
It is. You can actually hear it go.
And Gaz has got a bit behind him as well, mate. So he's not exactly throwing them down at 10 k's an hour. That's for sure. So once they hit something, mate, that stays hit.
Mate, I actually saw Matty Flapper play. I went to the Vic Open a few years ago, and I saw Matty Flapper play, and I thought, oh, good, I'll sit behind Matty Flapper. Sent one drive down, they went, I'm not sitting behind Matty Flapper anymore. I'm moving over a rink.
Yeah, you're putting your life into your in your own hands to sitting on behind the rinks with him. But, but mate, you look at it, the other side of it is he's a damn good bowler, mate.
Oh yeah, flat out.
You see him on the drive and then bang, draw, shot. Yeah. So he's he's a gun.
So the other results: Deer Park got over the line against Clayton, 84-60.
Yeah, well, you got to look at the positives, mate. It was an improvement.
yeah. It was. They've just, I don't know what it is.
Right. I think it'll be a retinker, mate. There might be a couple of blokes moving sidewards or up and down. They'll work it out, mate. I got nothing but confidence in the Big G and Kel and the the coaching or the leadership group over at Clayton, mate. They've been up there for a long time, mate. 2 years ago or so, we're playing in the grand final.
Yeah, right.
So it's they'll be right. They'll tinker. They'll be back. I got a lot of confidence that they'll get a couple of wins on the board very shortly.
No doubt. The other game, the afternoon game's up there. Yarraville Footscray defeated Melbourne 68-69, 3 rinks up.
And thank you to Vinnie McElwain for putting the last, pretty much the Skips Bowls up on Facebook live feeding as he was standing there watching the rink. That was great. So we did get to see it live. If you managed to click onto Vinnie's little video.
Oh, do you have a little video going?
Yeah, mate. He had his camera. He had his
iPhone camera. Yep.
Yeah, it was great, mate. So we got to see it firsthand, but great result for Yarraville, mate. That's a big win.
Yeah, we'll get to the ladder in a minute. Altona over the line against Moonee Valley. I watched some of this. Moonee Valley came back. I think they were down by 15 most of the day, and then they started to get a sniff, and it looked like they were going to come back, and Altona just held steady.
Mate, I think that there's some wily old heads in that Altona side. They're not even old, but there's some players that have played a lot of Premier League and skipped a lot of Premier League sides. Like Matty Ewell and Wilson, all the 4 Wilsons, I think it is. There's Dane McKinnon. There's a lot of blokes who have been there, done that. They just probably steadied the ship there, and that's another super win. Like I watched a little bit on and off throughout that game, and that was quality.
Yep. Like I said, Moonee Valley looked like they were coming back, and they just steadied.
I think that they're just you can never write Moonee Valley off, mate.
No.
They can be 20 down, they can be 30 down, and they keep doing their thing. And once they get some momentum, they're hard to stop.
Keep plugging away, don't they?
They get going, and the yap starts going, and the encouragement starts going. It's bloody awesome. Yeah, it's a good atmosphere.
They're not quiet, Moonee Valley, are they? Once they get going, they were quiet early on, which is surprising. I think they even mentioned it on the live feed. They said,
they might have had a couple of sherbets on Saturday night, maybe.
No,
who knows?
People don't do that.
Oh well, I'd be disappointed if the boys didn't actually.
All right, we'll get up the ladder now. I've stolen this from Bowls Link, so next week I've got some graphics coming, some nice fancy ones. We'll start getting a bit fancy next week, won't you?
All right, mate. I'll leave that up to you, mate.
Righto, so Essendon on top with 38 points, 2 wins, a loss. Deer Park, 2 wins and a loss, 36. Moonee Valley, 2 wins and a loss. Yarraville Footscray, 2 wins and a loss. Altona, 2 wins and a loss. So she's pretty tight early on.
Yeah, even the sides at 1 and 2, Bundoora and Melbourne, they're on 22 and 21. It's bloody close. It's only 4 points out of being inside the 4. And
we'll see. Even Melbourne have got a score differential of 53.
Does help when they did beat Clayton by 60 odd. So that will help.
That'll help heaps.
Yeah, and
that's all right. Clayton will come good. I'm with you.
Oh, as I said, mate, there's too many high quality players there for them. They're not going to. Well, put it this way, they're not going to shut up shop now and go, well, the season's done. They're going to be fighting, scrapping, and they'll be right.
No, that's right. All right, that's Prem done. Let's move on to Prem Reserve. So tonight, sorry people, we're just trying to plough through games. I think there was 14 top level games, and then we've got 16 Division 1 games to punch through. So we're just going to punch through them tonight. Righto, Premier Reserve. Now, let me find where we're going here. So this was the split round.
Yeah. So we had a couple of games to make up from round 1.
Yep.
Which were done Friday night as well.
Yes.
And then all the round 3 games were done on the Saturday, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Fitzroy Whittlesea played Friday night. Fitzroy got over the line at home, 77-65 with 3 ranks up.
Another close one. I was talking to Yatesy, I think it was yesterday or earlier today, that he was saying it was nip and tuck all day. They were pretty disappointed only at 2 points in the end. They thought they were right in it, but yeah, unfortunately, couple of numbers on the last ends and a couple of ranks cost them a couple of points, I think.
Yep, righto. Now watch this game, Dandenong versus Lilydale at Dandenong on Friday night. Big shout out to the boys who did the live stream at Dandenong. It's a lot of fun listening to them, actually.
Yeah, the big Texan, he's quite amusing, isn't he?
Yes, he is. No, it's a nice, fun interactive live feed that they do. They read all the comments out and have a joke and have a laugh around.
And the other side of it is, mate, they're from Dandy Club, mate. They're supporting their side. So, if it sounds a little one-eyed, well, good on them.
I told them during the feed, I said, boys, you got to get me on. At least I can be a little bit partial.
No, not at all, mate. I reckon if you're going to be sitting there doing it, mate, go nuts. If it's your side, you barrack, you cheer, you do whatever. And if the other side puts in a good bowl, just go, yeah, that was okay.
So Lilydale ended up getting over the line 82-72 with 3 rinks up. So
that's a big surprise. That was
it was to many.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought it's as big as what a lot of people that I sort of spoke to thought it was, but maybe people don't rate Lilydale as highly as some of us, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
I think they're going to surprise a few this year again. And they haven't changed much from what I can see in terms of their lineup. So, again, they're a really close-knit group. And when you got that going without changes in and out and this, that, and everything else, you're going to be hard to beat at times. And especially if you're in front.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. They're very much. It's like a Moonee Valley type sort of scenario. Yeah. I think both those clubs, they're at all the side. They're mates. They're a close bunch of mates. They've been up there for yonks now. Most of the people up at Lilydale. So they go out for dinner on Saturday nights, and they're always going out and hanging out with each other. So it's got to help in a way that your mateship sort of it's got to give you 1-2% help.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was a great result. It was huge for them. As I said, I think there might have been some surprised onlookers at Dandy Club Friday night.
Round 3, we moved to. So again, split round. I answered all the questions about that last week from Bowls Vic, so we're not going to get into it. Fitzroy versus Lilydale. Fitzroy got up again, 85-79, 2 rinks up.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of these ones, the Prem Reserve this year, that rink wins are going to be very important. If you lose, mate, if you're getting a couple of rink wins in a loss, it could be very vital to come towards the end of the year, mate. So getting a couple of rinks away from home for Lilydale is not what they wanted, but it's a consolation prize, I guess.
Yep, absolutely. Now, I just want to check last week's results because I've got a funny feeling. No, it wasn't as bad as I thought. MCC beat Flemington Kensington by 44, 105-61. Yeah. 3 rinks up at home.
Yeah, mate, as we've spoken about probably the last couple of weeks, mate, MCC, they're a bloody good side, mate. You look at that side on paper and that could hold its own in Prem, mate. So that's probably stamping their authority a bit, mate, showing everyone that they're back.
Port Melbourne got over the line against Whittlesea in a very close one, 82-80, 2 rink split.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a similar scenario for Whittlesea. Could have been, but just wasn't quite.
Dandenong Club played at 4 o'clock. See, they get these games right because Dandy played Friday night at 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Start.
Something about that, 7, maybe 6.
So they wanted a rest. They didn't want to play early Saturday afternoon, so they put the game back to 4 o'clock, and it worked. They got up over Heathmont.
That's where I would have been sitting there going, no thanks, we'll start at 1 o'clock. But, well done, the boys from Heathmont.
No, nice of them to join the party. I would have said, I would have said, nah.
I'm the same, mate. If the club rings up and they're wanting to change times, there's obviously a reason for it.
Yeah, exactly. So Dandenong got up over Heathmont by 31, 92-61, 3 rinks up.
Yes.
So good comeback by Dandenong after the night before.
Oh, for sure, mate. Yeah, definitely. Heathmont boys will be disappointed with that. They started off well and they've just had a couple of rough weeks. So I'll back them next week, that's for sure.
They'll bounce. So we'll take a little break. Oh, hang on. Get the ladders up.
Here's the one, mate. You look at Port Melbourne, mate. What a start for them. They've come up from Div 1 up into the Prem Reserve and they're undefeated, mate. Only undefeated side up there at the moment. So the boys down there, well done. You're doing a great job.
MCC and Fitzroy, 2-1. And pretty handy points total there too, 35 and 34. So that's the look. They'll be happy with that. Nice, good start.
Yeah. Well, and then you look at it after that, mate. 4 down to 8. They're all 1 and 2.
They're all 1 and 2.
In the game.
And it all comes down to points again. Whittlesea, Lilydale on 24. Flemington, Dandy on 18. And then Heathmont on 15. So...
And that's what I mean. Those rink, if in the losses, mate, if you're getting a couple of rinks, mate, it could be extremely vital coming in the end of the year. So, rink wins are going to be huge in that division this year, I guess it is.
No, absolutely. Like everywhere else, any points are good points.
Definitely, mate, definitely.
All right. So we'll have a quick break and then we'll come back and look at the Division 1 results.
Beautiful.
Hi,
Sounds good.
I'm Matt from Find a Game. Ever organised a tournament and you get this scenario?
Hi, this is Dave. I was wanting to enter your tournament on the 25th of September. Please call me back.
Yeah, hi Dave. This is Todd. Please call me back so I can get your details for our tournament on the 25th of September.
That back and forth happens time and time again while taking entries. While you're doing all of that, you're plugging names and details into spreadsheets. You then have to hope they turn up on the day, and when they do, you have to organise all of the entry money. How many hours total do you spend doing all of that? Find a Game is the solution to all of those worries. The only thing you need to do is enter the tournament details and how much each entry is. With our revolutionary website, players can search for and find your tournament, enter their details and pay up front. You receive emails for each entry and can manage all the entries online. You can even send an email out to all participants. Just before the tournament starts, you will receive all of the entry money straight into your bank account. It couldn't be any easier. Contact us today and we can send you all the information you require to start saving many hours organising tournaments. Oh, we can also list all of your social bowls events as well. Find a Game, the new revolution in lawn bowls events.
We are back. Just waiting for Unch to come back. There he is.
How we going?
Good. Righto. Let's punch through Div 1.
Yeah, mate.
We'll get to your school soon.
Mate, we're 6 and 3, mate. We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, all right. Section 1. Yarraville Footscray were defeated by Sunbury 81-76. 3 rinks up at Yarraville.
Yeah, I think Sunbury's might have just started to find the form there, mate. They should be thereabouts to come the end of the year, I reckon.
You would think so. Glenroy over Aberfeldy CBC 80-77. 2 rink split there. So again,
and considering what we've seen,
if you're going to go down and get 2 rinks up.
Oh, for sure, mate. And what was probably what we've seen so far from Aberfeldy, nothing against them. It's been a struggle. So, to go to Glenroy, grab a couple of rinks, and it was only 3 shots in it. So it's it's one. It could be one end. They could have snuck that win. So that's they'll get some heart out of that, and hopefully some positives out of that, and move forward from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Deer Park over Melton 82-63. All rinks up.
Yeah, probably. They had the luxuries of Case was playing. There was a couple of blokes in the top side who didn't go up to Bendigo, so they had a pretty strong 2 side in on the Saturday. So
yeah, righto.
There might be a little bit of help for the 18 zip there, I would say.
Yeah, righto. Fair enough. You're the man in the know.
Oh, mate, just looking at statistics, mate.
Now Brunswick over Kingsbury, my old club. Did you know I played for Kingsbury?
No, had no idea until just then.
No, back in my 20s when I first started, I played for Mooroolbark to start with, then moved out that side of town, and Kingsbury was literally a 2-minute walk across the park. And yeah,
right. I actually saw the Kingsbury shirt the other day, and nothing against Kingsbury's Bowls Club or anything like that. It's a different design. It's out there.
Bit out there.
Yeah, I'm not personally. I'm not a big fan of it. It's a bit going on for me, but hey, they obviously like it, so that was good. But yeah, it was eye catching, I think is a nice way of putting it.
Oh, okay. If I get a chance to have a look, I'll have a look. I'll track them down. On Facebook.
Beautiful. Let me know your thoughts, mate.
All right, last game, as I said, Brunswick Kingsbury. Brunswick got well over the line there, 95-64, 18 points.
Yeah, they're gonna be right up there. They're as they're sitting on top at the moment, and new coach Chopper, mate. You've obviously got the boys travelling nicely, so well done, bud, and hope you keep going well, mate.
Up and firing, right. I'll put the ladder up for these guys. So we've got Glenroy and Brunswick on top. Have not lost a game early on. Deer Park sitting third, 2-1. And then Yarraville, Footscray, Sunbury, Melton, Kingsbury, all with 1 game each. And Aberfeldy haven't started all that well.
But as I said, look at the weekend, mate. They went to Glenroy and got a couple of rinks, so there's something to take from that, and they'll I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll win. First win's just around the corner, hopefully.
I'm sure it is. Like most people, you're not going to go under. You're not going to go winless for the whole season.
No, you'd hope not anyway.
Although you and I were a touch worried, but
yeah, we were had a little chat off screen, and we were starting to get a little bit worried about what was happening, weren't we?
Well, yes, absolutely. Like I said earlier, I thought, oh crap, move to Croydon. You reckon I can win a game? No, I'll probably regret picking me up, but I'm right. It's coming good. It's coming good.
As I said, mate, you got the monkeys off the back now, mate. It could be just smooth sailing from here onwards.
I know. That's what I'm hoping.
And who knows, mate? You might, after the win, mate, you might be up in the top side next week.
Oh, calm down. It was only a win by 1.
Oh, mate, you might have carried the side. I don't know, mate. I'm just
I did. No, I did not. I was actually well supported by my team, so very well supported. Luckily, I drew 2 shots to finish the game off, and that's about the only time I drew all day.
Beautiful. Good time to do it then, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just waiting for the comments, but there are none, thank God.
Beautiful.
Beaumaris, Melbourne, Section 2. Beaumaris, Melbourne, at Hampton Bayside. Righto. Can't work that out.
Oh, so that'd be Bowie's getting their, I'm pretty sure they're getting their grass greens done up or redone or put
I did see something. Yeah, I did see something about that. So they played at Hampton Bayside, played Melbourne 2. Melbourne 2 got up 87-71, 2 rinks apiece.
Pretty surprise. I would have been backing Beaumaris pretty heavily to win that one. So that's a bit of a surprise result, I would have thought.
Righto. Middle Park at home against Bentley, 101-52.
Yeah, I was
3.5 rinks.
I was having a bit of a look around before we started, because we started, obviously, it didn't start till 4, and I had a look at that score. I think like Nate Zeno was 17 zip up. There was another rink that was like 15-1 up, and there was only after like 5 ends on each rink, and it was from then onwards, it was probably going to be a tough day for Bentley, and it showed in the end. So
again, we'll get to the
well
ladder.
Done to Middle Park.
Get to the ladder soon, but something's gone wrong there at Bentley, or they're just taking a hell of a long time to get going.
Yeah, I'm not sure, mate. But at the same point, Middle Park's they're going to be strong. They're a very, very strong side. So
yeah, see, I'll have a quick look. I think Bentley's been see they're 106 down across 3 games. That's a big margin.
Yeah, it is a bit, mate. But there might be some tinkering going on, mate. It's some sideward shuffles. There could be anything that happens, and it's bowls, mate. As you know, anything can happen. Like
True.
Every week, it's completely different.
Righto. Next up, we've got Moorabbin versus Richmond Union. Geez, Moorabbin are going all right. 119-54. Again, we've spoken about Richmond Union. No need to harp on about it. All 4 rinks up. So Moorabbin are going to be tough at home anyway. Depends what green they're playing on.
And depending if it's windy, which it damn well always is down there. So it's always hard work there, mate. You're getting off that green pretty cooked in the brain by the time you've finished out there.
Yeah, hang on. I'll just refresh that. Righto. Last game down there. Blackburn versus EEBC. At Blackburn, EEBC got over the line pretty easy, 83-55, 3 rinks up. Yeah,
they're we know the players that are there, mate. They're going to be pretty good, pretty strong side, and Blackburn hasn't started as well as they probably would have expected.
As they would have liked, anyway.
Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. But they were probably not the start they wanted, but they'll just move on from there, I guess.
That's all right.
Can't change it.
No, you can only do what you can do, and you can only go with the cattle you can get on the park.
Yeah, sure, mate.
Righto, Middle Park on the ladder. Middle Park's the only team to have won 3 games. Then we've got Moorabbin, Beaumaris, EEBC, 2 games each. Pretty close on the points as well.
Yeah, there's almost 3 sort of group, 2.5 groups going on there. Middle Park's almost got a game clear, really, when you look at the points there. And then they've got that next 3, sort of the next group, and then the bottom 4 are a bit behind already. So there's going to be some fighting and scrapping for that, for those bottom 4, I think.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm surprised Melbourne's down there, but it's their second side, but still.
It's funny. They're up, down there. It's a bit of a yo-yo with the Melbourne Twos. It's they'll come up for a year or 2 years, and then they seem to go back down, and then play in Divi 2 for a couple of years and come back up, and then next year go back down. And
yeah, righto.
I think they've been doing it for a couple of years now, so hopefully they can cement themselves in Divi 1.
Yep. Righto. On to our section, mate. Section 3.
Yes.
So, as kind of expected, Vermont South versus Laylaw at Vermont. Laylaw, the winners there, 97-64. They did get one rink as a draw.
I think they pushed away pretty in the last third of the game. It wasn't anywhere near that big, sort of going into probably about the 60th end or so. I think they really pushed away in the last sort of third of the game, mate. So they're going to be a good side. They're strong.
All right, my boys, Croydon Pirates. I shouldn't say my boys. My club, Croydon Pirates, got over the line against Mooroolbark, 77-76. Only got the one rink up at Croydon.
Yeah, look, I've got to be honest with you, I was spewing to see that, but, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, no, apparently Mooroolbark played really well. Again,
Mooroolbark's got a lot of there's you look at that side, mate, there's a good little sort of influx of some younger blokes, and there's some experienced old heads there that have played, a high standard for a long time, or been at Mooroolbark for a long, long time, that have done the service there. So, they're not going to be easy beats, man, especially at theirs, and, that's a bit of a local rivalry game, that one. So they would have been well and truly up for it.
And they would have been happy to come to our home for turf and come away with one shot loss with 3 rinks up.
Yeah, they would have been disappointed to lose, but they're not going to give you the 6 points back, are they? They'll be happy with that.
Yeah, exactly right. Whittlesea versus Bundoora. Whittlesea went down to Bundoora 90-72. 3 ranks up for Bundoora. Yeah,
mate. As I said, we played them the week before, mate, and we were lucky to be honest, we were lucky to probably get the win. So they're a bit of a smoky old Bundy too.
Yep. Your boys 98-73, 3 rinks up at home against Yarra Glen in the twilight game.
Yeah, mate, it was great atmosphere there, mate. We obviously know a lot of the boys from Yarra Glen, mate. It's a lot of us good mates as well. So it was a little bit fiery early, but that's good. That's the way it should be.
Yep.
It's you're out there to win, so it's there was a bit of crap given either way, and a bit of crap spoken, and a bit of how'd he do, but no, it was after about the first couple of ends, mate, it was all done in good spirits throughout the whole game. But
I'm just seeing the individual results here, mate. Now,
mate, yep.
Benny Simmons is on an absolute flyer at the moment.
He's a freak show. Yeah, let's be honest. He doesn't mind a little chirp either, old Benny, which was nice to play on the rink next to him, just so I could throw a little bit back. So no, it was good. No, mate, he's a gun, mate. He was at Essendon for a couple of years. He's gone back out to play at Yarra Glen, with his brother and his whole band's out there. Yep. And mate, if he wanted to, mate, he could easily be running around in a Prem side without a doubt, mate. So, and you looked at it, he's ranked, set him up well, mate. He was not playing too often to some bad heads. So, if you got sort of bowls around it, mate, it's a lot easier to play shots and convert. But no, he's a gun, mate. So it doesn't surprise me that he's hasn't lost the game. He's ranked.
And Berkey, Goodge and McFarlane had a good day out, carried your ass.
Oh, mate, stock. It was, I was saying to the boys, it was nice to actually enjoy a game of bowls finally. So it was good.
So you're off.
Nothing. The first couple of weeks was tough yards, mate. So, I didn't have to do a lot. The boys looked after me quite nicely. We were on the show rink, so I'm sure they were trying to do the right thing and make my life a lot easier than it's been. And, didn't have to do a lot, mate. Berkey and Goods just did their thing, and the Big Red just, he's just a gun.
Yeah, he's a freak. He does what he does.
He is a gun. Nothing flusters him. And you look at the size of that rink, mate. That's a big rink. It was grouse. I'm not worried about my life anymore with all those boys in it. They're big boys.
Oh,
you got the Big Mac, Goodge and Berkey.
You'd be happy walking down a back alley in the middle of the night with that through.
Yeah, definitely, mate, and chirping at the same time, because you knew I don't think that no one to get through the three of them. So they're but geez, just great blokes, ripping blokes.
They are. There's not many bad ones at Mitcham.
No, it's been a nice transition across, mate. I guess I knew a lot of them.
Yep.
From playing against them, and we've probably broken Mitchum's hearts a few times with where I've been at in the past. So it's nice to actually be on the same side as them for once instead of fighting against them. But
and Colsey and Zachy just rolling along.
Yeah, mate, they just do their little thing up their end, mate, and they'll occasionally say, "Oh, we got a couple of shots," but you don't hear much out of those boys. They just do their thing.
Geez, that's right. Didn't expect that.
No, it's all about just heads down, bums up. So,
all right, let's get the ladder up. You guys and Layla are on top. You guys 2 points behind. On 3 and zip. Croydon, Yarra Glen, 2 and 1. It's a good start. Better than being 1 and 2. But Murrelbark, Bundoora, 1 and 2. So Murrelbark's actually, compared to Yarra Glen, they're only 2 rinks behind Yarra Glen, who are on 2 and 1 versus 1 and 2. So,
yeah, I think Yarra Glen's at. They had a couple out on Saturday. I think there's been a few little sort of ins and outs and can't plays and unavailabilities at the moment. So they just need to get everyone back, and I'm sure they'll be travelling nicely.
Yep, and Whittlesea, Vermont. Well, we knew Vermont would struggle a bit. I don't know about Whittlesea.
Look, mate, I don't know much about either club, mate, so I can't really say.
Righto.
Fair enough. All I know is that we got the local rivalry this week, and I'm looking forward to it.
Now, while I think about it, it would be nice. I got told off last week after the show by somebody saying that I misreported a particular game and how it went. So, righto, again, I'm happy to take some flack. Now, one thing I would like to suggest, I'll put up my email address. If anybody actually... because we're both eastern side of town. So if you would like to send in your weekly reports, I mean, if the scoreboard shows what the score generally was, if it was a close game, that's fine. But if you had a good win from behind or you led in front all day or any kind of reports, feel free to message me, email me on my email address, coachclarkbowls@gmail.com, and we can sort of read the comments through the feed, give everybody a bit of a heads up as to what happens on each game.
I've got to be honest with you, mate. I can't hear you at the moment, so I don't know what you just said.
Well, here we go.
I was just nodding along to spread like being a professional that I knew what you were on about. So I've got no idea what you said, but I agree.
Technology's playing up again. Oh, yeah, that's why. All right, hang on. Here we go. Technology's playing up again, people. Sorry. I'll fix this up. Oh, no. My microphone's on. Give me a tick. I'll do this.
You might be doing this on the rest of it on your own, mate, I think. I got nothing.
No, can you hear me now?
Yes, mate. Yep. Yes, got you.
There we go. That's all right. Playing up. It's playing up in the background. Righto.
That's all right. But,
division.
Whatever you said, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, hey, if people can send in their weekly reports and stuff, more than happy to take stuff on board rather than sort of just reading off a scorecard.
Oh, definitely, mate. If there's anything from any division, whatever, if there's something that you reckon we can have a chat about, we're happily. We're just trying to sort of run by what we see, and that's all we can do.
And
we're both playing. We're all play at the same time, so it's hard to know what's going on apart from what we see.
Righto. Section 4. On the Friday night, Narre Warren played Pakenham at Narre. Pakenham got over the line 73-65, 15 points to 3.
Yeah, that's the old local rivalry. So that was a very good win from Packy at being away from home at Narre. So
yes, we won't talk about the particular feed that we stumbled across on that one.
Move on.
Oh, yeah, I know. Otherwise, I'll get myself into trouble.
Yep.
Hang on. Ethan Mills wants to know, how can I get a game with Unch?
Who said that?
Ethan Mills wants to know. He said, do I have to win a raffle to play with Unch, or what's the go?
No, mate, you already know, Ethan. You've played with me, mate, and you cost us a tournament, so you never again.
Oh, ouch. Ooh. You get that serious.
No, love you, Juice. Love you, brother. No, you know, anytime, mate. Anytime you're down, mate, happily have a game with you, pal.
All right, talk on your own socials. Mentone Edge played Keysy, and we've spoken about Keysy a couple of times at Mentone. Mentone over the line, 84-62, with 2 rinks up. So Keysy come away with 2 rink wins there.
Yeah, mate. That's, as I said, I think they won last week. So a couple of rink wins is always going to help. And Frankie, can you please be quiet?
And Unch's dog's out and about again. Here we go.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all right, like I said earlier in the show, I said your daughter's famous, the dog's famous.
And I've got a rabbit behind me. So,
and the rabbit, of course.
Yeah, and that's what I did have to say. Just to clarify, last week my kids were saying Buckingham Palace. It wasn't anything else.
Yes. Yes, that's true. Yes.
So just in case anyone was thinking otherwise, it was definitely Buckingham Palace.
I did.
And, yes.
I did hear rumours about that, Unch. Just yes.
Yeah, no, I got a couple of messages pretty quickly that obviously as it was happening, going, "Oh, your kids are blah blah." I'm like, no.
I did try and mute you as best as possible because we are a professional show or half semi-professional here, mate. Can't have that kind of.
No, but it was definitely Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace, okay.
Yes.
Where the king lives, righto. As long as we got
something along those lines, yep. But
as long as we got that sorted, righto. Parkdale Cranbourne at Parkdale, 82-77, 2.5 rinks to Cranbourne. So decently close game, that one.
Yeah, that was nip and tuck all day. I think Cranbourne were probably in front by a handful of shots for most of the day, and Parkdale boys came back hard in the last 10 or so ends and got the job done. So Snags and the boys, well done up there. First win for the season, so congrats.
Good. Cheltenham versus Mulgrave at Cheltenham. Mulgrave got over the line, 90-83 with 3 rinks up.
Yeah, another great result from Mulgrave. I don't think they've lost a game yet. So travelling nicely. Spencer have got the boys just firing on all cylinders.
We'll get to the ladder now, mate. I'll grab that up. Here we go. So we've got Mentone. Now, what? Can you answer me this question? I don't know. Why is Mentone called Mentone Edge?
Because they decided that they were going to run with the edge. That was going to be like Clayton Cobras, like Croydon Pirates, whatever. And they decided to bring it into the Bowls Club, I guess, as the title. Instead of Mentone Bowls Club, it's Mentone Edge. I think they might have had some sponsorship. I think maybe back in the day when they're in Prem, I think.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. But, yeah, mate, I think...
I understand everyone's got team names, but I'm seeing it all over the Bowls link and everything.
Yeah, mate, I just think they decided to rebrand maybe or whatever it was with it. But, yeah, they've been like that for, I think a good 10 years now. So as long as I can remember. But to be specific, I don't know exactly, but I think it was something to do with when Prem sort of started doing the Friday nights and whatnot. They might have had a little sponsorship deal or something with Edge Bowls. And, just ran with it.
Oh, yeah, it is Edge Bowls, isn't it? I've seen it.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Yep.
They're Diamond dozen nowadays. Don't see too many of them going around. Of course, because they're not the great Henselite bowls. That's why.
Oh, don't get me started,
mate. Just got to look after the employer.
All right, not going there.
I'm just trying to get a bonus somehow.
I've heard heaps from staff over the years. We're not going there.
Mate, just a free plug for the Henselite. Get in, get your bowls. We're still cooking. We're still going well. Everything's travelling just nicely. So we're not going anywhere.
All right. Fair enough. I'm glad. Look, I think that's all been cleared up over Facebook and everything else anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was, mate, but I just thought I'd just give us a plug anyway.
Yeah, all right. Give him a plug. I'm not sponsored by any. I'm not sponsored by any bowls company yet.
No, mate, either am I, mate, and never will be. So I have to pay for my new pills. So,
that's all right.
I have
to pay for mine.
But no, Joe Henselite, keep killing it. Keep it up.
All right. The Section 4 ladder, Mentone Edge and Mulgrave, 3-0. And it's only...
Both on 44.
Yeah, both on 44. Pakenham's out on their own, 2-1. And then we've got Cheltenham, Cranbourne, Keysy, Parkdale, all on 1 win, 2 losses, and then Narre Warren at the bottom with no wins, which is surprising.
Yeah, a little bit. They'd be pretty disappointed with the way they started. They picked up, they picked up a couple of really, really handy good players, really good handy players.
Yes.
So yeah, they'll be really knuckling down, I would say, during the week to make sure they get on the board here because you look at it now, they're already what are they on? 9 points or something like that, I think it is.
I'll have a quick squeeze. Yeah, only 9
They're on
points.
9, you know, they're already pushing that. What's that? 15, 16 points outside of the 4, and you know, they're almost at half a game behind, sort of second last at the moment. So they want to get a roll on, I think.
Yes. So, any news to let us know about? I haven't got any.
No, mate. No, just a local that we probably will stop talking now, mate. You know, we've got you this week, so you can go and whatever.
No. There's no news again. There's been a lot of games. I thought this at the start of the show, and when I was doing a bit of background work today, and I thought, I'm not going to bring up any news or any other additional little segments. So
no, I think there was just that much bowls going on, mate. It was just a matter of just get through it all as best we could, and you know, we unfortunately the special guest that we were going to have couldn't quite get on today, so we just we thought we'll just try to keep it as plain and simple as possible.
Plain and simple as possible tonight. And again, you know, Toddy's had a big weekend, and he said before, he goes, Matty, do you need me on? And I said, no, have a week off, mate. I think you might need some time away from bowls for the next couple of days. And
just a bit of Toddy time, you reckon, mate?
Yeah, he didn't even go to work today. I tried to ring him this morning, and he went straight to message bank and rang me at about 10:30, and he goes, no, I'm doing some washing or some cleaning or something along those lines. So I said, obviously not at work.
Mate, in the end, mate, as we know, we play the game because we obviously enjoy the game and whatever else, and no one likes losing, and obviously no one likes losing the way, unfortunately, the lads at Clayton did over the weekend, especially on the Saturday. But you know, in the end of the day, the sun does come up the next day. You know, it's not the end of the world, and you know, there's worse things that are going on in the world than losing a game of bowls. So I guess if you look at it that way, then it's not that bad.
No, and I'd like to say we will thank Hooded Life for their sponsorship, for my sponsorship, personal sponsorship.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to my personal sponsorship from Hooded Life. That'll be grouse. I'm looking forward to that one. Maybe. Oh, that's all right, mate. I was just wondering where I could get something for free. I'm all in. Mate, if someone's silly enough to give me any sponsorship, I'll take it. Oh, mate, that's better than nothing. It's better than punching the face. Yeah, definitely. No worries, mate. Thank you very much. Oh, here we go. Mate, Weeksy, it's pretty simple, pal. We've got you this week. You've got us. Let's bring it on. Mate, looking forward to having a froth with you too, Weeksy. Oh, he'll be drinking his cloudy water stuff, but you know, as South Australian backward guy that he is, God love him.
Yeah, I am. Sorry, knocked the cord out of the microphone.
But no, there's it'll be no trip throughout the week, mate. It'll just be we'll see us on Saturday, and we'll look forward to it.
Now that's at Mitcham, isn't it?
Yeah, don't ask me, mate. I had no idea. I'll tell you. I'd be able to tell you on Thursday, but no idea, mate. I think it is.
I think it is because we're at home. So
yeah, okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, we're obviously at Mitcham. So yeah.
Yep. I'd pop down, but yeah, you'll be finishing well before us. So the
mate,
joys of Division 3, mate. They want breaks all the time.
Oh man, well bowls clubs have got to get their money off the raffle somehow.
No, fair enough. All right, mate. Well, thank you very much. Another big week in bowls. Hopefully, don't know who we'll have on next week, but I'm sure Unch will have his ugly head on. My ugly head will be on as well. And have a good week at bowls, everyone. Good bowling.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck, good bowling, and enjoy.
See you next week.
Will do, mate. Thank you very much.
Guys.